The Earth looked quite different during the Cretaceous period, which happened about 240 million years ago. There was a time when dinosaurs roamed the Earth and crocodiles lived with them. Crocodiles are one of the few animals that are thought to have lived through the asteroid that killed off the dinosaurs. They lived for hundreds of millions of years after the mass extinction, so it's safe to say that their time on Earth is long and mysterious. Crocodiles are large aquatic reptiles made famous by Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan, and the legendary Steve Irwin. Here are top 10 interesting facts about the carnivorous crocodile that you might not know. But before starting the video, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. We will make more videos on interesting topics in the future, so if you want to see them, subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Female alligators are devoted moms. Close to bodies of water, female alligators construct nests from local plants, sticks, leaves, and mud. As the plant decomposes, it heats up and keeps the eggs at a comfortable temperature. During the whole incubation period of 65 days, she does not stray far from the nest and guards it against potential threats. The unborn alligators emit high-pitched noises from within their eggs when the time has come for them to emerge. Because of this, their mother begins to dig them out of the nest and drags her young down to the water in her jaws as she does so. She may nurse her young for as long as a whole year. Number 9. Alligators have one of the world's strongest bites. It is estimated that the bite power of the American alligator is the 4th strongest in the world, behind only the bite forces of the Nile crocodile, the great white shark, and the saltwater crocodile. You'll also find the hippopotamus, jaguar, gorilla, polar bear, spotted hyena, and grizzly bear, among other species. When American alligators seal their lips, their lower jaws and teeth can fit into their upper jaws with such precision that there is no trace of a lower tooth to be seen. Alligators retain a biting strength of 2,980 psi despite weak jaw-opening muscles. Number 8. Alligators may eat 25% of their weight in one meal. Alligators don't have any issues because their eyes are significantly larger than their stomachs. They can divert blood from their lungs and towards their stomachs because they have a unique blood vessel known as the second aorta. This helps to stimulate the creation of powerful stomach acids, which in turn helps them to digest their food more quickly. Juvenile alligators can consume almost 23% of their body weight in a single sitting. To put that into perspective, a human weighing 180 pounds might consume more than 41 pounds of steak in one sitting. Number 7. Alligators don't have glands that produce sweat or salt. In contrast to humans and other warm-blooded animals, alligators cannot control their internal temperatures independently. Why? The explanation is straightforward. They do not possess sweat glands. Hence, instead of sweating to control their body temperature, alligators open their jaws to let in air, which cools them down. Alternatively, they may go swimming or seek a place with a lot of shade. When they wish to keep warm, they often go for a spot with plenty of sunlight. One more time, alligators do not possess sweat glands. For of this, you will only encounter them occasionally in salty water. Yet even if you do that, they will only be there for a short time. Although they can adapt to various situations, alligators spend most of their lives in habitats associated with freshwater. Number 6. Bones can break down in an alligator's stomach. The stomach of an alligator is a dangerous place to be. Their gastric juices have a pH lower than 2, which places them in the same pH range as lemon juice and vinegar. Hence, most of their prey with a soft body can be completely digested in 2 to 3 days. If, on the other hand, you were to find yourself inside an alligator's stomach, you would be alive for a little while longer. Removing bone and other hard portions of the body might take anywhere from 13 to 100 days. Number 5. Temperature determines gender in alligators. Alligator babies are called hatchlings, and their gender depends on how warm their nests are. Incredible, right? The eggs will hatch male babies if the temperature is above 91.4 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature for female chicks needs to be below 82.4 degrees Fahrenheit. It keeps getting better. When the temperature is around 87.8 degrees Fahrenheit, there will probably be an equal number of male and female hatchlings. The ratio of women to men is usually 5 to 1. Only a few hatchlings make it to adulthood. That usually happens because of flooding in animals that eat them. Female alligators can lay up to 50 eggs at once, but only 2 to 14 of them will live. So it's good that more alligator babies are girls than boys. Number 4. Alligator's blood has antibiotics in it. Antibiotics are found in the blood of alligators, which is one of the most interesting aspects of this reptile. Researchers have discovered that alligator blood has a healthy concentration of antibiotics. This is one of the factors that contribute to their seemingly infinite lifespans. Antibiotics are naturally present in their blood, which helps them fight off illnesses and ward off viruses and germs. Instead of aging normally, alligators continue to expand throughout their lives. They are said to be biologically immortal because they do not perish as a result of the effects of aging. Muja, who holds the record for being the world's oldest alligator, is 85 years old. Number 3. A group of alligators is a congregation. A gathering of crocodiles is referred to as a basque, yet an assembly of alligators is considered a congregation. Because giant male alligators tend to be territorial and lonely, it is extremely unlikely that you would come across a group of them. They dislike having to share their space with other people. In the meantime, you may come across a gathering of alligators of varying sizes. The smaller alligators are more tolerant of the presence of other species and tend to reside closer together. Number 2. Alligators arose 70 million years ago. An extremely lengthy period has passed since the emergence of the ancestors and relatives of alligators. Around 70 million years ago, coastal areas in North America were home to a species of alligatorid, which could reach lengths of up to 40 feet. Bones that were damaged provide evidence that unwary dinosaurs were a common component of the diet of the terrible crocodile. Thankfully, contemporary alligators in the United States are in no way comparable to their ancestors. Number 1. Alligators have no vocal cords. Despite the absence of vocal cords, alligators are one of the noisiest species of reptiles. They can protect their territory, call mates or their young, or fight off competitors by making varied sounds by drawing air into their lungs and then releasing it again. These sounds include a guttural hiss or a bellow that is quite terrifying. What makes crocodiles and alligators different, and how do you tell them apart? The two reptiles have a lot in common, but they also have some clear differences. Alligators have a U-shaped snout, while crocodiles have a V-shaped one. Crocodiles are usually bigger and more aggressive, while alligators are calmer and better for keeping as pets. Also, crocodiles can live in saltwater environments, but alligators can only live in freshwater environments. How do crocodiles and alligators have babies, and how do they act as parents? Both species show interest in each other by making noises, slapping their heads, and moving their bodies. Female crocodiles and alligators lay their eggs in nests made of plants or soil, which they guard fiercely until the eggs hatch. After the babies hatch, the mothers will continue to protect and defend them for a few months until they are old enough to care for themselves. How do crocodiles and alligators fit into the ecosystem where they live, and what dangers do they face? Crocodiles and alligators are the top predators in their ecosystem. This means they control the number of other species and keep the food chain in balance. But the loss of habitat, hunting, and pollution pose problems for both species. How have people dealt with crocodiles and alligators throughout history, and what are their cultural meanings? People have been afraid of and awed by crocodiles and alligators for hundreds of years, and they have been important parts of folklore, mythology, and religious beliefs. People have hunted them for their meat, skin, and bones throughout history. How do crocodiles and alligators catch their food, and what do they like to eat? Both carnivorous predators use similar hunting methods, such as ambush, stealth, and force. Crocodiles usually eat fish, birds, reptiles, and small mammals, while alligators eat more than just fish, turtles, and small mammals. They also eat insects, snails, and plants. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, click the like and the bell buttons. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.